We're back for that second half on this show where we're cooking stuff, apparently. Tell me what your next plan is as you leave the Wondersaw Manor.
I mean, we're here for worms, right? So
Yep.
Probably scoop some wild garlic. Try to find some.
So it looks like all along the road that leads north out of town, wild garlic has been seeded everywhere on both sides of the road. 15, 20 feet out, and then all along the place. You also can see that there appears to be some sort of initiative to plant trees along the side of the road, but the trees are still years away from having any significant level of growth.
by the way, I fucking love this. This isn't what Arthur planned this place to be.
Sure.
But we're gonna walk into this fucking dungeon. It's gonna be like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory for us. We're gonna walk in there and be like, we can eat that, we can eat that.
The demon berries taste like demon berries. But is there
We accidentally pick a whole bunch of hallucinogenic shrooms.
is there a check? What check would I make to like determine a good like ready piece of wild garlic?
Nature or survival? I would take either.
Nature's better for me.
If you're doing nature, you'll get advantage because Riverin will come help you.
I got a 20 then.
Yeah, I mean, you pick out all of the most choice selections. You know, you leave the ones that are still growing. You ignore the ones that are too far gone, but you get several bulbs of garlic.
Sweet. I say we roast some of it and mash it up to like a sauce.
This is just going to be 90% garlic.
Drizzle it on our worm, boy.
Garlic butter with a side of garlic potatoes. The meat was seared in garlic. There's garlic chips stuffed into the lamb.
I mean, all of these, yes.
I mean, we reserve half the garlic, and like the roasted kind is a little bit more tame. So if a little rounder, a little sweeter, we can have it like on the bread.
Let's just say last night, a good third of the D&D show was literally just talking about food, and now I'll never be able to escape it.
Yeah,
I bet Battletech's just going to be like, let's talk about what drinks we're having at dinner.
I fire all my burger missiles at the pizza man.
This is the Stephen Lumpkin have a feast episode.
What is your what are the pilot's preferred snack while they're walking?
Hot
to the
dog,
objectives?
pocket hot dogs. They have made very clear their preference in.
It's
snack
like
food.
so like American and British tanks have like a thing to heat up food or to make like hot drinks in the vehicle. I imagine all the mechs have stuff like that too.
Yeah, and a water refilter that refilters your pee.
Oh, sure, why not? Fuck it.
You need to be able to survive in a battle mech just in case you fall to the bottom of the ocean or get lost in space floating forever.
That's what Death Stranding 2 is, a giant mech that recycles.
All right, are you guys going to the Forsaken Cavern of Worms?
We are,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Here is what your party looks like and what the front door looks like. It is set into the eastern side of a hill. The hill appears substantial, perhaps 20, 30 foot high at its highest bulbousness and maybe 100 feet long of a gentle slope. But the door is a simple wooden construction set into the earth. You could tell it's quite old by the growth around it. The area outside is covered in hoof prints, shoe prints, footprints. Everything has been muddied up by transit into and out of this area. So my first question is, you have a pretty large party right now. Who's going inside?
The four of us.
So what was the height of this door?
The height of the door is 8 feet tall. And it's wide enough to accommodate one person.
Do you want me to go first? I think I'll go first. Yeah.
That'd be nice.
You've got the flaming sword.
If we can find a mortal soul in there, then we can feed it to Antu Gatos.
That's true.
Yeah.
But I'm not worried about horse feelings right now. I mean, he's kind of like an evil guy, and I'm like a good guy, you know. So
I mean, it's an animal. I mean, there are animals in other planes just as there are in this one. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's
There are no bad dogs, only bad trainers.
yeah, pretty much.
Ooh. Everybody where they want to be? You're still in that kind of square formation.
Yeah.
Haig and Riverin stay with Gygax and Antugatas, and they appear to be sitting down and having a discussion, the four of them together. Riverin is attempting...
The horse is talking to?
The horse is not talking per se, but it is intelligent.
It understands. It understands common and infernal.
Yes, it can't speak, but yes. And Riverin and Gygax have formed a bond ever since that day where you strapped her to Gygax and made her run around for a while.
See how fast this puppy can go.
Yeah. I mean, you did want to get her away. The evil necromancer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Yep.
Yeah. As you swing open the door, you find the following. Immediately as the door opens, there is a iron chain hanging from the ceiling. In the far west side of the room, there is a well from which there is no bucket.
So this thing right here is the chain, you said?
Correct. There's an archway to the south and an archway to the west, and a door on the southwestern side that appears to be locked and barred from this side.
That looks like a bear trap.
It
He's
was
just using it.
real tough to
as an
find
example.
chains. Yes, it's not a bear trap. It's just like a chain hanging from the
Really?
ceiling.
What's the chain
Cool.
connected to above and below?
It goes deep into the stone. It is not connected to anything below.
Okay.
It hangs about
Can I
4 feet down from the 8-foot tall ceiling.
Okay. Can I do some sort of check on here, like investigation or something, or insight?
So
Insight would be better.
insight would just be like, okay, that's a thing. Like
I'd like to roll dungeoneering.
insight would be determining the purpose of this chain. Perception would be looking for anything interesting, and investigation would be Sherlocking it. You know, like touching the chain, pulling on it a little bit.
All right, let's do insight first.
Don't gazebo this thing, Dave.
Well, I mean, it's weird that it's right here in the door, so
Yeah.
One of those.
I'm just gonna. I just want to
I
work
mean,
out what its purpose is. More
We could
than
always
anything.
like shoot something at it, or
13.
You think that the chain appears to make a lot of noise if you attempt to mess with it. It could be an early warning system. Anyone
That's what
entering
I
or
thought it
leaving
would
would
be.
make noise.
Okay. Do we have to do a check to avoid this thing, or can we just not touch it?
All of you have a 10 or higher dexterity, correct?
Yes.
yes.
Yeah.
No.
Plus,
Then Daka will need to make a check.
I was gonna say, I think I could probably just walk under it. Fine.
But I can use my.
Or you can just crawl along the ground, in which case you'll
Do that too.
I can use
mean,
my free pass without trace to get an extra 10 on a stealth check.
Sure.
I think we can all
Okay,
just
so-
avoid it. Right?
Yeah. All right. I'm just gonna walk in then.
You press yourself up against the wall. It's no problem for you to just get inside. As you do, you see deeper into the southern archway. You have dark vision?
I do
Does not.
I do not. Not
I
yet.
do.
I will though. At level 2 warlock, I will. Thank you very much.
Dark vision isn't that great, but you know.
Yeah, you think that right up until someone says, there's a torch coming.
It's still disadvantage on perception.
Finley, you're an elf. You have dark
like,
vision?
Inside vision.
Yeah.
All right, then you can see. Kelly, you're using the flaming sword to see then in here?
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm not being stealthy.
Moving
Right.
under.
I need to make a check to get through this without.
You can either crawl along the ground, or if you want to remain standing, yes, you'll need to make a stealth check
I'll
or an
just crawl.
acrobatics check.
I'll crawl it. I'm not too proud.
All right, crawl upon the ground like a worm. All of you find yourselves inside the room. The cavern here is, you can see that there is hewn stone that has reinforced everything with masonry. The floor is uneven, as if it has aged poorly with time.
Can I make a stone cunning check? Just out of curiosity.
What do you want to know? I don't think you need to
Just
make
want
a
to know
check. You're a dwarf.
how old it is, and if I can tell, like, is it dwarvish? Is it
It is
elven?
not-
Like, what the craftsmanship?
It is not all dwarvish, but you can see that some of the blocks in here are dwarvish. There is a mishmash of material that has been used here.
Okay.
Your best guess is that the material was not purchased, but acquired by other means, given the non-standard construction practices.
It's also been occupied and reoccupied.
Oh yeah, for sure.
As you enter and you use the sword, you begin to see that the room begins to slowly light up. Almost warlockish witch light of purple into existence, giving you dim light in every direction. It's also cold down here. Much colder than you would expect. Going about unprotected for more than an hour will probably begin to injure any who do not have cold resistance. We're talking maybe mid 40s or lower.
Does the sword emit heat?
Yes.
So we just gotta stay close together, I guess.
Ah, we're playing Frostpunk now. I understand.
Yep.
I just bought that game on
I'll get
sale.
Dragon Mama.
I don't know anything about it, but
It's a pretty. I mean, I've watched people do a bunch of runs of it. It seems to be pretty good. If you like, that type of like, is that other one that came out before that, where you're like a tiny like Norwegian village or something? Same concept, but
Oh, banished.
Banished. That's the one. It's like super brutal.
Just well, Arthur. Well. What do we have here?
so you can see the surface of the water down there. It looks like it's about 30 feet down.
Okay.
Your sword and you reflect off of it, kind of vaguely. Water is
throw a
dark,
stone down
inky
into it?
black. Yep. The stone takes slightly less than a second to fall.
Bloop.
I'm gonna head over to this corner and see what I can see down the hall.
Yeah.
Okay, through the next archway, you observe next room.
This was a door here, yeah?
Yes, that door is
It's
locked and barred
on our
from
side.
this side. Yes.
Gee, hate it when you come across doors like that, and the door must be open from the other side.
So you
That's
can
the,
see
That's the Dark Souls shortcut back.
Yeah.
you can see that there is something written in common on the wall in blood that has dried, and that there is a candle scattered along the floor.
No worms here. Go home.
I read it from here.
You see the word Dennikers. That's all you can see, though. The rest is cast in darkness.
It's over here.
Yes. So as you're reading it, the room begins to slowly light up with purple light, and all of you hear a thick clopping that you would expect of a horse. You can't from this position see any farther, but if you go into the room, you're sure that you would see the full message. All right, Kelly, you charge into the room. Or what are we doing? Am I describing this wrong? Charging? What would...
I mean, running.
I do the roadie run from Gears of War.
Well, like I start reading a thing and Kill's like, I can't see it. Blah 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 blah.
Look, I'm just proud. I'm just glad that this Kelly can read.
Let me see here. There's something in there, so don't move too much more. And one of these bad boys.
Arthur, I'm going to punch the horse in the face.
The creature standing before you is
I know this.
some sort of undead orcish demon wearing the skin of a bear as its only clothing.
Yeah, I used to have a warlock who used to summon these fucking things.
Along the wall, it now reads, "I'd rather be at Dennikers." And there are several candles scattered about the room.
Oh, Dennikers was the bar.
The creature says, Are you militia? Or have you come to join us?
I just really want to yell at it that I've come to kick its ass.
You say that?
Yeah, fuck it, sure, why not?
I mean, as you do so, it holds its hand out, and the massive axe-like club that we see in its picture apparates into its hand out of shadow and darkness. And let's roll initiative, because, I mean, you said you wanted to kick its ass.
And then
Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna
and
kick
then
its ass.
Mick Gordon music starts to play.
Rip and tear, baby. Oh, that's right, I get
I'll take
advantage on
it.
initiative these days. Nice.
Yes.
Damn it, Daka.
19 out of 21. I
You're
can't
still
tell you.
fucking with the well in the background. You just like throwing rocks on there, like bloop, bloop.
Hey, Grim. Yeah, press.
All right. Well, I'm gonna rage. Surprise to no one. And let's see. Yeah, no, I'm gonna close this fucking guy.
What are these dot things here? These candles you
They
said?
are unlit candles along the floor.
And
Roger.
I'm going to smack him.
Very well.
It's a 28, do you?
28 will hit, but I know you know that.
Yeah.
I
And
know
I'm
that you know.
gonna do it again.
Yep, those will both hit as you slam the hammer into him over and over again.
Yeah. And then I will. Let's see. Oh, I'm staying in.
These guys are just hanging out, thinking about their times they went to a bar, and we just walk in here and beat the shit out of them.
Pretty much. All right, that's my turn.
The next room that you can see into, there's another archway, and the area is scattered with refuse all along the floor here. It looks like people haul their garbage into this room. Daka.
Get a
You
line of
muted.
sight. Should be good now.
Yeah.
Eldritch Blast!
Indeed. Question.
Yeah.
I have repulsing blast now.
Oh,
if I
boy.
knock someone out of someone's melee range,
It does
No,
not. No.
It does not.
okay.
Unless I have Sentinel, I believe. Or
I
something
don't.
like
I don't
that.
think it
No.
does it for any of them because you used to be able to just like bounce people back and forth and just murk the shit out of them with attacks of opportunity.
Yeah, it's not for involuntary movement. It's only for
Yeah.
voluntary movement.
Does that, I mean, because maybe I'm reading it a little into it a little more here, but like Tunnel Fighter, for example, it's whenever movement happens within your attack range, right?
It has to be voluntary. I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
There's some clarification somewhere, but like repulsing blasts, gust of wind, anything that moves them without their like they're not intentionally moving
Correct.
doesn't trigger any of that stuff. There could be some exceptions, but as far as I'm aware, it's any involuntary movement doesn't trigger it.
So you activating your repelling blast?
Not on the first one.
Okay, the first one will miss.
So
Second
the
one also misses. So you send stone missiles at it over and over again. And its massive sword axe, he uses it to block all of the hits.
Mm-hmm.
Ellie.
Be one of those nights.
Yeah.
Can I stand on this candle or is it too big?
No, it's literally a candle. Very small.
Okay.
Jack be nimble.
1 inch in diameter.
I'm gonna come in here. I'm gonna hit him. Oh wait, what is lay on hands? What is that? Like
Lay on hands
That's
is to
just
heal
a-
yourself.
no, I get that, but what is? I might
An
not have
action.
updated it. Or the total that I have. I
It's
thought it was
5
like
times your
cleric-
hit points, but it's only your paladin level. It's 5 times your level, paladin level.
Only paladin level, right? Okay, then it
Correct.
doesn't change. Okay, so I'm gonna hit him. I'm gonna pull out Alaka, and I'm gonna say to him, "It's like wakey, wakey," as I slash.
Okay. Yeah, he's gonna take a reaction to counterattack after you hit.
All right. Is that like a battle master thing or something?
No, it's the
just-
thing that he does.
Yeah.
He does not attack you in the process. He begins slamming his sword against the wall, and it makes a huge reverberating noise. And he screams loudly.
Yeah, not that this, I mean, like meta-wise, I think if it's the same one, they've got that, they've got a bite too, I think.
Don't listen. Come on now.
That's why I said it's out of whatever.
Okay, so he
demand.
doesn't attack me?
He doesn't attack you, but he does begin slamming the wall with his sword, and it makes a very loud noise.
Mm-hmm. Then I attack again. 16?
Yes.
All right, so that is a total of 23. Oh, 22. Sorry, I guess.
Nope, that's 32.
32.
Oh
Sorry.
yeah, that's right. It's a short sword now, not a long sword.
Yeah. And then I will bonus action tunnel fighter.
He is going to do a action to disengage, and then your sentinel will kick in with tunnel fighter.
Yep. And if I hit him, he doesn't get to move, so he'll
That's correct.
stay in the same spot. All right, I think that's good enough.
He is enraged with fury that you are basically like pinning him in place using your short sword, like stabbing him in the foot constantly, grabbing him by the loincloth of the bear.
Of course I would be, 100%. I'd be like, no, you're not leaving me just yet, big boy. Stab, stab, stab.
Finley.
Oh, it's me?
Yes.
You're
so low on the initiative order, we're waiting until next turn to let you act.
Yeah.
I like the idea that, the only thing that pulled him away from him throwing rocks was like a big banging noise in the next room.
How
Turns around, everyone's
does that
gone.
look? I'm gonna move in.
Yeah, when you walk in, I mean, he's covered in wounds, he's bleeding, and I wouldn't say he looks nervous, but he looks filled with, from his obviously demonicness, he looks like an avatar of absolute rage.
Should I smite this boy? I'm trying to decide.
I mean, as a druid, you have the shillelagh, right?
Oh, Shillelagh's a good spell.
I don't
I
have.
might not have it prepared.
Shillelagh's like it's not a spell, it's what is it?
Is that like the chain ball?
No, it makes
No,
your
it's a
weapon
staff.
magical. Yeah, it like makes your
Turns
weapon...
a great staff into a magical weapon. Literally just turns a stick into magical wood.
Yeah, that does like, what is it, D8 plus whatever.
Right out of Irish legend. Please don't. No.
Like, it's not any worse than Spoot's accent.
I'm gonna shoot at him with
Look.
a short bow.
Spootnik's been putting in real work.
Oh no.
Short bow will hit.
Okay. 16.
The arrow sinks into his shoulder. Agram.
It's gonna be a surprise to everybody. I'm gonna hit him again. If Roll20 would stop closing my fucking character sheet.
Roll 20 is in command now.
Assuming direct control. And this will be a reckless attacks. So advantage, and he also gets advantage to hit me.
Sure.
So 22 and 17.
Yeah, you beat him until he's long dead.
Nice.
As he hits the ground, as most demonic type entities do, he begins fading back into his plate. If you would like to try to harvest some
money.
if you'd like to try harvesting something from him, you can make the attempt now, but it will take several minutes.
I don't think it's worth it at the moment. I think we should just push.
I don't know, is he a spicy boy?
He doesn't seem like a very spicy boy to me, and the fact that he's alerted others to our presence, possibly, I don't think we should take the time to
Yeah,
harvest.
I think we should just use the violence of action and just keep pushing forward.
Although he was half beef,
Well, I mean,
it's probably pretty tough beef.
Yeah.
we can tenderize anything. I mean, fucking.
Yeah, you stew enough beefy boys, you get the spicy sauce, you know.
Make them supper, and then just keep hitting him. All right.
So as he fades away, the bear skin loincloth is left behind. It's literally a full taxidermied bear.
Kelly has a new shawl.
Can I put it on?
Yes.
Yes, I'm gonna wear his dick shawl.
Yes, it
as a
was
fucking-
just used to hold a demon's genitals together, but yes, you can put it on.
I wrap it around my shoulders.
Okay.
But when
It's literally like long bear paws and long bear legs and a bear's head on your
Oh, yeah.
head.
when
And not like-
Finley, when Finley goes bear form, is it a bear wearing a bear pelt?
That's right.
You have an actual bear's head on top of your head, just staring out in a hollow.
It'd be
meatless kind of
really
way.
funny if your armor, like yours form your armor, when you say you wild shape into a bear. Say if you had like a, the fantasy Viking helmet, and so it's got that with the horns, but on a bear. That'd be funny to see. All right. Yeah. If Kelly's moving, I'm gonna keep moving after. Just keep trucking.
Formation, I guess.
All right, so Kelly, as you enter the room, more refuse has been spread around. There is a note that has been pinned to this door, the northeastern door, with a dagger. It is written in Abyssal. On the eastern wall, there is something
I
written in
believe
Goblin.
I can read Abyssal.
I can.
I believe I can.
Or say Finley might have comprehend languages.
I can read Abyssal.
Well, I mean, as I say, you probably don't.
Are you going over there to read it?
Sure. Yeah. Fuck it. I'll read. Whereabouts did you say it was?
It's the northeastern door.
This one?
Yes. The note says, stop fucking around. Our lives depend on it. The chain isn't hard to get past. Make sure that the crossbow is set in the ceiling and armed every time you leave and return.
I want to know how many guys I've lost to forgetting about the chain and walking directly into it.
It's like the equivalent of putting the key to the house under the only flower pot at the front door.
So there are goblin runes on the eastern wall, and then there are more doors. To the west, there is a stone door of dwarven make that appears to have been poorly installed into the location. There is another wooden door and an archway to the south.
So this is a door or a hole?
It's an archway.
So
Okay. Maybe we should go through here.
Which one was the wooden door? The south one?
The eastern door is the wooden one. Poorly assembled stone door is west.
Okay.
Oh, that's on.
So do we want to go through that door where we're at now, or do we want to keep going
Yeah,
south where it's open?
let's go through because I reckon that this one down here just sort of connects down here. So
Well, I mean, there might be more rooms down to that south. That's what I'm saying. So, I mean, sure. Let's go
I
through that
think
door.
we should just go through the middle because we're expecting dudes, right? So
Yeah.
if we can funnel them into a door, then that's
Right.
good.
Just kick that door in.
Yeah, I open it, Arthur.
What's your armor class right now?
Right now,
Yep.
I believe it is 20.
You get shot in the shoulder.
Yes, 20.
As you open the door, at the end of the hallway, a crossbow goes off and hits you in the left shoulder for 11 points of damage.
Interesting. Okay. Was there any?
Is that
Okay.
the
Yeah.
crossbow from the note?
No, the note was the one at the top of the chain, I think.
For that thing, I think. Yeah. Okay, Arthur. The thing that we just fought was that. What classification of fiend was that?
Make
It's a
a
demon.
planes check. Arcana.
Planes check?
Yeah, Arcana.
Arcana. Yeah.
It's, you know, fiendish, evil, pure evil. Orc. It seemed mostly orc, but like undead orc.
But it disappeared when they killed it,
Yeah,
so...
it
It's
away.
still in the process of disappearing over the next few minutes.
The things we killed in that library also did the same disappearing act, right?
Correct. All
So-
extraplanar beings of this kind fade back and rebirth themselves on their home plane. The only way to fully kill them is to kill them wherever they're born at.
So, my protection from good and evil spell. I'm thinking I might throw that on again.
Yeah, that'd be a safe bet.
But I can't remember how long it lasts, like 10 minutes or
It
something,
lasts
or
a
an hour?
long, long ass time.
Yeah, it's concentration. The extra 10 minutes, I think.
Yes.
Let me take a look. Protection from...
I think it's 10 minutes. Because I use it on Sunday. I think it's 10 minutes for concentration.
Protection from evil and good lasts 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the
I'll
power
just
of
throw
D&D Beyond.
that- I'll throw that on myself, Arthur.
Okay.
And then I'll make my way down the hallway.
You
follow
make
right
your
behind
way down this hallway. Find yourself at the empty room. Inside, on the floor, you find rotten apples. Most are cored, but some are not. Scattered along the floor to the west. When you enter, there's an archway in the northeast corner and a wooden door set on the north. On the west side of the room, there is a groove through which oil flows in an unending, light but steady stream.
Oil?
Oil.
Like lubricant oil.
Hard to
Like
tell.
dark?
Dark.
Okay.
Kind of amber, but darker.
And there's nothing back here except for this wall?
Correct.
Does the grooves go underneath like a wall or something?
Yes, they're set into the wall. Then they
Okay.
run along the floor and into the next wall. And it's flowing north to south.
Maybe we go check out what's up here then.
Yeah.
Up
Through this
north?
door.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
get out of the way of the door, like the straight line of the door.
No.
I'll open this door, Arthur.
Inside, in the northeasternmost corner, you find another archway. There is a wonderful tapestry of a demon looking extremely heroic, slicing the head off of a pathetic angelic warrior who lies at his feet begging. In the western side of the room, there appears to be a barrel that has been turned at an angle upside down and is shoved into the wall, fitted in by some mechanism.
Is there any additional barrels in there? Or
Not in
is it just
here,
the one?
no.
Okay. Any inscriptions in the barrel, anything like that?
The barrel has a dwarven clan mark.
Okay, so there is some sort of weird lubrication thing going on here. What do you guys think about removing the barrel from this stuff at the moment?
I'm gonna go like knock on the walls just to see if there's hollow.
On all of the walls?
The ball with the barrel.
Very well.
Or is the barrel here?
The barrel is located at the southernmost area, right at that location you suspect.
So probably like around just to see like.
Make an investigation check.
Can I assist?
Please do. How do you do it, though?
I mean, like I've done a bit of adventuring, looking for artifacts and stuff like that. So tampering with dungeon mechanisms and shit like
All
that
right,
is
Indiana.
I
You're
mean,
like, all right,
literally
look, I'm
Indiana
gonna
was
swap
like-
this bag for that wall piece. I'm gonna whoosh him in.
I mean, it's not his fault that dungeoneering's not a skill in 5e.
Sure. All right, make your investigation. The two of you, make some knocks along the wall. You Scooby-Doo, you Psych, you Monk, you SVU, you Law and Order. You look for any hidden mechanisms or empty hollow walls. The area directly around the barrel is hollow, but you would expect that given that it's flowing oil into the floor. There don't appear to be any other secret mechanisms that you can find. Didn't use the dog's name.
So we didn't find nothing?
You only have this barrel that you find.
All right. I'm keen to take it off because it's lubricating something. So
Okay.
Well, it could also be filling.
You disengage it and flip it over.
Well, this used to be a mine, right? So it might be like old mining equipment getting reused.
I mean, but someone has to replace this thing, so it's not like it's ancient.
Well,
you know
they were
what I mean?
stealing resources from the town that also had dwarven markings.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And we're curious that is a very specific, like if it's like a channel of oil, like it's not like, oh, it's just leaking out everywhere. It's like it's doing something very specific. So it's
How
gotta be
wide
there
is
for
the
a reason.
channel?
Yeah.
Maybe an inch, and it's
Yeah,
maybe an inch deep.
Yeah, it's like it's way too specific to just be some, random occurrence.
Everybody snapping
I'll
to the
head-
south.
Yeah.
Yep, heading back down.
I'm gonna pick up one of the rotten apples. I was gonna break off a piece and put it in the channel to see if it would flow.
See what happens.
So by the time you come back in, the flow is done. The oil has stopped moving, and so some of it is remaining because there's no motive force behind it. But yeah, if you throw an apple in there, then the apple gets coated in some, delicious oil.
Delicious.
All right. Delicious.
Oh, you're going all the way in. Right, let me
Mhm.
describe the area that you're entering. There is a portcullis located here. The portcullis has been crafted via bone. It looks like bone has been reshaped into spikes up and down and bars sideways. On the far side of the portcullis, it appears that there is some sort of wheel mechanism by which one would raise or lower the portcullis. The eastern door appears to be made out of bone as well, as if someone has taken either shaped a number of bones into one flat bone in a kind of door shape, or maybe it's just a carved bone from some sort of supermassive animal. The southern door is made out of solid iron and looks like the most functional door that you've seen so far.
Is the portcullis up or down?
The portcullis is currently down. Also, the
So
enemy's
it's-
gate is down.
So, wait. So, okay, let me rephrase it. The portcullis door is open or shut?
You can see through the portcullis, but you cannot pass through it.
Right. Okay.
And there's no mechanisms or anything anywhere to raise or lower it?
They are on the far
It's on the
side
other
of the
side.
door.
Oh, it's on the other side. Okay.
Can prestidigitation open the portcullis door?
No, but
No.
and Mage Hand doesn't have enough force; it can only raise 5 pounds.
Right.
I'm gonna.
Okay.
Can I knock on the wall to see I'm assuming this is where the oil was going.
Yes, you can knock on the wall. As you do so, you hear a creaking. For you, Daka, who was once a ranger, it sounds a lot like the creaking of a bow. And then you hear a clip, clop, clip, clop, clip, clop of horse once again, and a enormous creature that looks partially undead. Its upper torso is weak and feeble. Its guts are practically sagging out of its body. Its rear area is some sort of combination of a chitinous horse and some sort of razor tail holding a bow. It says, "Who disturbs my slumber?" in Abyssal.
Spicy boys, motherfucker!
Interesting.
Oh,
In Abyssal. Oh, you want to talk to him? Go for it.
I can. We both have Abyssal.
Yeah.
So, I'll ask what their name is, I guess. Who am I addressing?
To ask the true name of a creature like myself. Dangerous proposition. I will say, indeed, that I am known as Gatar.
Guitar.
Gatar.
Yes. Guitar.
Wow, you guys are not gonna let that one go, huh?
Guitar, how about you open up the door? We're here to help.
How are you here to help?
In the same way anyone else is. Reinforce you.
Interesting proposition. It takes the bow down and whistles, and a second version of this creature comes walking into vision as well.
Guitar, it's me, drum set.
His name is Drumurboy. Very common where he comes from.
Very festive.
They get together and speak briefly. As they're talking, their tails whip about, and you can see sparks whenever their two tails collide.
Can I like eavesdrop on their conversation?
Please make a perception check.
Beep, 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 perception.
Oh yeah,
Not even
that's what
close.
I call a disparity.
They notice you getting involved, and they stop talking and they look at each other, and it's clear that they're having a conversation, just not out loud anymore.
All right, come on, Guitar. We haven't got all day. It's very rude of you to leave us out here like this.
Why have you left the Demon Lord's army?
We're never part of it in the first place.
Then why have you come to join us?
Well, let's just say we don't see eye to eye with Mr. Blacky Black.
Make a persuasion check.
I mean, we don't, so can I have advantage?
No.
Oh.
Because I don't know what you're doing here, but I'm guessing that joining the rebellion is not a thing that you're actually intending to do.
No. My
Yeah, I didn't
intention
think
here is
so.
to get them to lower the portcullis, so.
Yeah.
You said, what was it?
In that case, I feel like deception is the more appropriate.
Okay, yeah, I mean, they're both the same to me, so.
Okay. Good luck.
11.
No. No, little one, no. Leave.
How tall is this dude?
I mean, they're both large warhorse level of creatures. I mean, they're centaurs, so they're taller than you.
Sure.
I'd say probably the top ends of their horns occasionally scrape against the 10-foot tall ceiling. When they go full, like they have to cramp themselves down to fit in this tiny, small room.
So I'll turn to him and I'm like, clearly you have no idea who we actually are, but we've been fighting Starving Black in this lifetime and in thousands of others. I suggest you open this fucking portcullis and let us in, because otherwise it's not going to go good for you.
One of them begins walking away, and the other one stomps his hoof, and his tail goes scorpion style over his shoulder. And he says, "Enough of this. Leave, or bring down the fury of the rebellion." You hear the sound of a door opening,
Is that
And
the
then
fury of the rebellion?
more
coming?
walking.
Is that your manager?
Are you about to pull a Karen right now?
I'm heading down here, Arthur. We're opening this door.
He says, "No, don't open that door. Stop. I
Oh,
said
definitely open that
leave."
door. Definitely open that door. He doesn't want us
All
to.
right, roll for initiative.
Are you gonna come out
Nope.
and stop us? Huh?
All right, Karen. Oof. That's what I get.
Wow.
Damn, I'm just rolling hot tonight. At least on initiative.
Everybody Wang Chung tonight.
Everybody have fun
Oh,
tonight.
wow, I actually won initiative. Alright, so as you all are going to investigate the southern iron door, its tail looks like it's a serrated blade, but it opens up in a kind of tripart in a way that you didn't think was possible. And as it happens, you are all enveloped for the briefest of moment, blink and you'll miss it, in a wave of lightning. The whole room is filled with lightning when it does this. I need everyone to make a dexterity check versus lightning.
I actually am resistant to this. So.
Well, you'll take half damage. Could even take quarter damage.
Or no damage.
Well, that's unlikely, but okay.
You said what? Dex check?
Yes.
Everyone in my circle gets +3 on their
That's
save,
everyone.
by the way.
So 18. Pretty good for someone with 8
Nine.
decks.
Agrim and Finley will both take 28 points of damage. Daka and Kelly. Daka will take 14, and Kelly will take 7.
I mean, that's okay. I'm still gonna skull fuck this thing.
Daka.
I'm just gonna open the door.
Yep.
Okay. The
No,
door.
he opened it. Damn it. I didn't think of this through.
Yeah, this thing's pretty fucking stupid.
The door is locked. You try the handle and
What's this door made of?
iron.
Oh, it's poison spray, not acid splash. Fuck.
Damn it. I don't think Acid Splash can actually open a door anyway.
Yeah, but you can deal damage to this door to break it down, or you can just strength Hulk it out of the way.
I mean, I can push 1,200 pounds, so we can probably get through this door.
Does that count as my action, or can I take
No, this is part of your movement.
Okay. Then,
Oh shit, I have command. Oh. What does that actually require?
Gotta get banished.
Wisdom saving throw.
there's not 2 of them not 2 of them there anymore.
You cannot see 2. That's correct.
I guess I'll just blast.
Very well.
But I will, if I hit, push them back.
Very well.
Woohoo!
In a straight line from me, so I can still hit them.
Correct.
No, I'm falling.
And another repulse.
You slam him up against the far wall.
The oof sound effect comes out of him.
Speaking of common sound effects, it's a really pitched down Wilhelm scream.
Ooh.
Agrim,
Alright, I'm gonna rage, bonus action, and then I'm gonna hit this door.
the southern door or the portcullis?
Let's see, we're trying to get in the southern door at the moment.
Okay.
Portcullis would be harder to open, I
Hey,
think.
it's made of bone, right?
Correct.
But, no, I don't know if I want to attack this door or if I want to shoulder check this door.
I mean, your hammer will probably do more damage than your shoulder.
I mean, yeah, probably. It depends how strong this door actually is.
It's made out of iron.
Yeah, but I mean, I get advantage on all strength checks to push, pull, or push, drag, lift, and I can push, drag, and lift 1,200 pounds. As
What
a
do you want to do?
bear barbarian, I'm gonna attack it, I guess.
Which door?
The southern one.
Okay.
So, I'll recklessly attack it. Why not? So that's 16 for 19 and 18 for 18.
You put some very serious dents into that wall. The door now has 2 very solid hammer marks in it, and the hinges seem to be dented. You think you're more than halfway through knocking the door down.
Alright, that'll be my turn.
Finley, the human man.
Let's see. This guy's still in line of sight. Yeah.
Correct.
I mean, you could shape change into something small, get through the portcullis, and then turn back into a human boy.
And be the only one in the room with the demon?
Yeah.
That's true, actually. That's
Well,
true.
I mean, but if he could pop the door open somehow.
I mean, you could shoot a fucking snake in there, bro.
Yeah. But
Oh yeah,
I
do
mean,
you have the snake staff?
I do have the snake staff, but it's not going to do anything to him. Oh, I can control.
No,
it.
you shoot
Yeah,
the giant
yeah.
snake in there, dude.
No, it's not a giant snake. But I control the snake. Could I control the snake to operate the lever to open the portcullis?
Let me check. You're talking about Staff of the Adder?
What is it called?
Staff of the Python.
Yes.
It becomes a giant constrictor snake, so let me look at the stats and see if it has enough intelligence to do what you ask.
A snake, am I? Let's see how much of a snake I can be.
I always went for the snake from Jungle Book.
It has a 1 intelligence. It will carry out simple commands, but it does not have the capability to understand how to operate a wheel.
You just showed them the portcullis meme. Open the gate slightly.
It like wraps itself all around and then starts constricting the portcullis.
Got him.
So these centaur guys, they're not undead, correct? Not yet.
That is correct. They
I mean, I
simply
could always-
appear like they have rotting guts.
I
They
could
appear to
always-
be some form of fiendish undead combination.
I could always blight them. Right?
Yes.
You could do that. You could also do that thing where you set up like that area where if people move in it, they get super damaged or whatever.
Oh, spike growth?
Yeah.
Well, not spike growth. What was the? It was like a lightning storm or some
Yeah,
shit.
but it has to be, the room has to be a minimum size in order to do
Yeah,
that
the
one.
room's not big enough for that. I could do spike growth, which turns it into difficult terrain, and they
Damage.
take like
It's
1d4 damage for every
It's like a
5.
D6 for every 5 feet of movement or something.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean that would actually help us get through the door quicker potentially as well. So
Yeah, why don't I do that? I'm gonna put spike growth. I guess I'll drop it right on him.
Okay, what's the
Yeah, it's-
AoE range?
It's like 40 feet, isn't it?
Hold on.
Or I say 40. It's like it's 20-foot radius, I think.
It is. Yeah, 20-foot radius. The range is 150 feet. So here, let me just cast it. That way you can see it.
Okay, you trap him in the middle of a 20-foot radius.
surprise, motherfucker.
Takes 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet it travels.
Correct.
Does it take damage when it comes out?
No.
Not really.
It's as it moves through it.
It's not one of those start your turn and it takes.
I mean, it definitely sees that this happens, though. Like,
Yeah.
because it's present when the spell is cast. It knows that a spell of this type was cast. Anything else, Finley?
That'll do it.
Kelly?
I'm gonna work on this door.
I mean, listen, when you pick up the Sword of Glory and start to get ready to stab a door, it's like, whoa, 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 whoa! Hey, what you doing here? You gonna stab me into a friggin' door?
Of course. Have you never stabbed a door before? It's brilliant.
No. I'm a ceremonial sword. You bet reconsider your priorities here. You need to get a minion knife to do this. Huh? I don't go in doors. I go in bodies. I don't
I
don't
also-
chop your carrots, okay?
You don't want to help us make this glorious stew later?
I mean, look. You need to make a decision as to whether you want to upset the sword or not by stabbing it into the door. That's 6 seconds of dialogue there.
Alright, let me just check my weapon count. I have strength, I guess, but... I guess I'll just kick the door.
Okay. Hey. Make a strength check.
How do you roll just a strength check? I
Just
know there's a
D20
save
plus
button.
your strength. Just roll it manually.
Or you can go to skills and there's just unskilled strength, dex, whatever check. It's the bottom of your skills
Is
tab.
it plus proficiency or
No proficiency. You
13?
kick the door and the door resists bouncing back at you. You know, your foot is a little in the process.
All right. Can I do another one? I have 2 attacks a turn.
I'll buy that.
19.
You blow the door off its hinges.
We're in. And I go in. Yeah.
Very well. I need you to roll 6d4, Finley.
Okay.
As a
As
good boy.
9,000 human beings run through your spike group.
Oh, it's not bad.
It fires before it leaves. It fires off a quick shot at Finley. You have a +2 to your armor class because it's shooting through a portcullis to get to you.
Okay. So that's 15.
That is not great for you. You are super duper shot.
Oof.
Yikes.
The barbed ends of the bow slam into you for 9 points of damage. You're shot with something that's less like an arrow and more like a ballista bolt,
Yeah, this thing's
and it disappears
whatever
around
it
the
is,
corner.
it's giant. It's got a ton of strength or a magic
I'm
weapon or
still
something.
good. I'm still good.
You can also heal yourself.
What do you want to do now, Kelly? Let me give you out of what you're looking at. You find yourself in a corridor. Goes both
Oh,
west
yeah.
and east.
I'm gonna head over here, I guess.
In doing so, you find a door that clearly leads up to the portcullis room.
Oh, sweet. It's like we did a big loop-to-loop.
Yeah. Should've just busted the portcullis down.
When you arrive at that exact spot, Kelly, you are suddenly gagging and overwhelmed by a rotten smell. You're not sure where it's coming from, but you're pretty sure it's soaking into your every pore right now. And we're talking like Norwegian secret recipe fermented fish buried into the earth for a whole year, then brought out and then
Ammonia.
piled into a pile of shit, and then that's when the real cooking begins. Like, this smell is overwhelmingly powerful. Make a Constitution saving throw real quick.
Is this like a poison?
Yep.
I have resistance to
Okay.
Go
poison?
back to the.
You have resistance
No,
to your
yeah, I
immune disease.
cannot. Yeah, I cannot be.
This isn't for damage,
Oh,
but I'll let you take advantage on the Constitution save.
okay. Yeah, because I have divine health or whatever the fuck
Yep.
it's called.
Go back
Okay.
to the Gwyneth Paltrow candles from last week.
You pop it out, man. You're not vomiting everywhere. Your eyes water a little bit, but you do not sink to your knees. You can.
Oh,
handle
it's
the
like a
smell.
male gym room. Oh.
Yes.
How come we didn't smell it through the portcullis?
You can only smell it in this exact spot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
You didn't smell it
interesting.
in the hallway. It just overwhelms you right here.
All right. Well, I guess I'll end my turn at the door. Maybe I'll open it. No, I won't open it. I'll just end my turn here.
I want to peek down this hallway real quick.
Very well. You find a door about 20 feet southerly.
Oh, yeah. Don't forget, Finley, you can burn your spells to heal yourself too.
Oh, yeah, I need to do cure wounds.
There is a stone door that appears to, you have to push it back up into the ceiling in order to, like a storage unit.
I'm gonna take. I'm gonna
So
look
I'm gonna cast it as a level 3.
Very well.
So I get 3d8.
So Kelly, after you move out of that particular square, the smell dissipates instantly.
Wow, that's like right down the middle, I think.
D8 is going to be an average of 4.5 times 3 is going to be 12, 13 and a half. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's average.
I'm gonna take a look as close as I can inside in the portcullis to see if I can see what's in the room before Kelly opens the door.
Make a perception check.
27.
In the northwest side, set among the stones that now, you see the secret stealth rocks. There is a large blanket that is just at the edge of your vision that you can see from this angle. It looks as if it's like a massive horse blanket that something would lie down on.
Like a horse.
You also see several papers that are just inside the range of your vision that look like pornography. We're talking nymphs, succubus, that kind of deal.
God, you have fucking good eyes. You're just like, oh yeah, elf titties.
I'm like Twitch's automated system. That's a nip nop. That's a nip nop. Do I see
It's the wank corner.
I see the creatures in here at all?
No.
Oh, that's what that smell was. Oh, okay. Your eyes water with the smell of it.
That one
Dude,
No,
corner.
please, no. We just stop.
That one corner is very difficult terrain.
Ingram, what are you doing? You're just kind of standing here while everybody else moves around, exploring the space.
I would warn Kelly against opening the door.
I mean,
I think that's a prison cell or like a holding cell.
it might be. I mean,
but
why would-
the portcullis opens from the inside though. So.
well, that too. And if it was a prison, like, why would you build a portcullis out of bone if you wanted to keep something in? Bone is easy to break, unless it's like some magical shit. So,
What if those things wanted to kill us and
If
not
they-
go in the hallway? They would have just come out, right?
yeah.
Unless
Oh,
they're
no,
smart
they-
enough not to go 4-on-1.
They mentioned that this was like, if we don't go away, they'll bring down the rebellion forces on us. So I assume deeper in is the rebellion forces. If that makes sense. So.
Well, I mean, what do you want to go? Or is Kelly going to try and go
Also-
through that door, or are we going to try and go to the portcullis? Like, what are we doing?
We can go through this door. It's fine.
If Kelly gets in, then they can open
Yeah.
the thing from inside.
All right. Well, then, I mean,
I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw as the ground begins shaking with earthquake level force, and you hear an enormous whining noise. Agrim, you recognize this as being a steam engine.
Oh, this is the thing that we stopped working. Oh yeah.
Kelly is
13s
alright.
across the board.
Daka is thrown to the ground, as is Finley and Agrim. No damage, but you just... it takes about 20 seconds for this to dissipate before you all can both hear and stand up again.
Oh no. Oh. Was the oil just like their lube for the spank corner?
Jesus Christ.
I mean, it makes sense in the map.
Henley! Keep it together, man!
you included porn on the ground. You kind of knew what you were doing when you included that. I mean, you can't put porn in a game and then not expect shit like this to happen.
Parts
with
of
this
this
group.
dungeon were randomly generated.
I'm just side-eyeing the bear cloak that Finley has on his head.
Yep.
He knows smells like demon crotch.
I'm opening this door, Arthur. If
Okay.
everyone's in the position they want to be in, so. But actually, before that happens, I would probably give myself some TLC.
I'll just close up here with Doc, I guess.
So how much am I missing? Like 20...
28. Or
28?
18. 18, rather.
18. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop off a second level cure wounds.
This is one of those, like, fucking dungeons where it's just its entire purpose is to drain us of all of our spells and abilities before fighting something.
I haven't used anything yet.
You see the horse blanket on the northwestern corner, and also another one in the northeastern corner. There is also a human-sized throne atop a triple-step dais. There are papers scattered from that dais all down the floor, leading to out here in this general area. There are doors in the northwest and northeast corners.
All right, I'm going to come in and open the portcullis.
Okay, make a strength check.
Anyone?
You yank it. It takes some effort. You look good doing it though. You're really, straining at your muscles, and you get it locked up in the upward position.
Great.
There's a smell in here, and it's not what you think. It's just the smell of two horse-like monsters.
Making love.
No, just living and inhabiting with these blankets.
For some reason, I'm just imagining, the equivalent of like a breakfast meal where someone goes, "Oh, can you pass me the sports section, please?"
I'll go. Yeah, I'm gonna drop get rid of the spikies.
So Finley, when you walk through that corner down here, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw as well, as you smell the most horrific thing you have ever smelled.
Oh, dude.
Wow.
Yep. You just
I'm like, I love it.
The crit corner.
Yeah.
The crit corner, boys.
get right through it.
Reminds me of home.
Yeah. Smells like Mama's cooking.
So portcullis is locked up.
I assume that these boys went through here.
Correct.
Because there's probably not a whole lot in this room here, but
I'm gonna go check if the door's unlocked.
yeah.
The door is unlocked.
What up then?
It's their library.
It's their breakfast nook.
The breakfast nook.
In this hallway, you find human arms, legs, a torso, and there is a secret door that connects these two areas.
Son of a bitch.
Good doors. Break out our 10-foot poles, boys. Knock on every wall.
How do we know that it's a secret door from this side? Does it like have like a fake
You saw
door?
no door on the other side, and you do see a door on this side.
Uh-huh. Okay.
As you approach, you hear someone call out to you from the other side of this door.
Don't destroy the books.
That's... Man, you guys are obsessed with that, huh?
I'm actually gonna take some of the books.
Oh
Actually.
my god! It's not books; it's papers leafed out.
Oh, it's paper.
Yes, it's
Okay.
individual papers, like posters, basically.
Are we talking photographs? Are we talking like drawings?
It's drawings, but it's
drawings.
Someone absolutely,
photorealistic, tasteful nudes.
someone
Right,
absolutely Andy Dufresne out of this prison room.
You can hear someone speaking in Infernal on the other side. Does anyone speak that?
I do not think I speak Infernal.
Background, not anymore.
I
And
speak Celestial. but-
after a few seconds, they say, "Common, do you speak Common?"
I
am of no opposition to you, mortal. You open the door, we do not fight, yes?
Shh.
That remains to be seen.
You probably saw Kelly struggling with an answer for that. I'm gonna open the door, Arthur.
Okay. Inside, you can see several things, so let me describe it before you all rush in and begin the killing fest. Two creatures that appear to be similar to tieflings, but somehow slightly different. They come with wings and a fully articulated tail. They're wearing very nice scale mail armor that appears to be made out of dragon scale, and have a sort of hook hammer in their hands. They are the classic kind of mostly human demon that we think of when we think of demons. Clawed nails. Their bodies appear to be giving off a warmth around the area. Included in this room is a wooden platform that looks out over a hole, and this is where you can hear a slight whistle of steam, and you hear a noise like a continual clinking.
What happened to the scouts that were in this room?
Armanites. They were not scouts. You must have already killed the scouts. I am not part of this so-called rebellion. I am work foreman for mine. Non-combatants. And they both like hold their hooked hammers up. And they're just looking at Kelly holding a flaming short sword out. No fighting. Yes?
I'll walk in.
We have no qualms with you if you do not attack us. However, we are seeking those creatures that were in that room previously. They must have passed you.
We
Can you tell
have
us where they went?
been militiaed by these people. They take us by force, but pay us for our time. The creatures take a platform down to mine, and it gestures with its hook hammer down the pit.
Mm-hmm.
So where do you come from then?
Yeah?
If you're taken
I am
from where
from
exactly?
a second layer of hell.
Does
Is
they
that
come to hell
dis?
and take you here?
This is not the traditional Dungeons and Dragons hell. Yes, they bring us from hell. My brother and I, we are very famous for mining operation. We are good at organization.
But you didn't come here willingly.
Money plus threat equals I am here.
So you don't know the quarrel with...
I
Neighbor
am aware of quarrel that it exists. Ye do not raise hammer against them. Yes, you understand? Neutral. If you want, we go home. No being here.
What are they mining?
Material. Special material to make magic weapon. Yes? Understand? Combine with magical items. Make... He holds up his hammer.
Do you know where this magical item is?
They... In antler of deer of white fur, horn of Pegasus, that kind of thing.
Are they stored here?
There is storehouse somewhere in this facility. I am not blacksmith. I mine. I tell people how to mine. I am good at finding the way to the metal. It is, you've heard of this orichalcum?
Yeah.
Difficult to mine, unstable, hard to follow vein. My brother and I, and he moves over and slaps his brother on the chest. The two of us are good at acquiring substance. We have good nose.
Do you know what they want to build eventually? You said it's magical, but
Army.
do you know what it is?
They want to build army.
So
They
they're
say
outfitting an army.
the demon lord is no longer as powerful as he once was. No longer avatar of true demon, archdemon, archdevil.
This is true.
He no longer represent us. True or not true? Archdevil says, follow Stalvin Black. We follow Stalvin Black. Demons, not like us. We are different. They are crazy.
How big is the resistance against Starvin Black from where you're from?
From where I'm from, no resistance against Stalvin Black. Stalvin Black is hero in hell. He is our leader. We willingly serve him. His vision of future is good for all. He is, how do you say, good for business. Yes? You understand?
I do.
Where demons come from, Stalvin Black is too rigid. He wants to set rules, enforce order. When not following Archdevil, they no longer feel as much compulsion to follow his power. They seek new leader. They fight among themselves. It's only been 20 days. He turns to his brother and they have a quick conversation in Abyssal. And he comes back and says, yes, 20-ish days, something like that.
Does that sound about when we first, or when we...
It's the 29th of wet right now, and it's the 3rd of wet when time loop starts. So, 26 days.
I'll point at the doors and ask what's behind them.
We don't touch doors here. Many doors have old traps from, how do you say, where we come from, scrawny halfling is word for them. The two of them get together and speak in Abyssal. He comes back and says, thief, yes! Thief is word you use in common for these people.
Are they Abyssal or Infernal?
These people, they've been switching between Abyssal, Infernal, and Common.
Oh. I'll when they say the word for Abyssal, then, the word for thief in Abyssal, then I'll say it.
I mean, the word for thief in Abyssal is scrawny halfling.
Then I'll just say it in their language.
You know,
so
it's a metaphorical meaning. But yeah, yes. He says, yes, thief, exactly. This area is for training. Yes, at one point. Facility has not been disarmed. Many here either powerful enough to eat trap, some not so powerful, not heard from again.
There was a dwarven lubricant being poured into a...
Oh, the oil
pathway.
for mining machines. You touch
Is that
it?
what it's for?
I mean, the two of them started looking super panicked. How long ago did you touch?
Oh, we
touched it
haven't.
at all. Yeah, we didn't touch it at all.
You removed the barrel.
I know.
We? I thought we didn't.
Yes,
Yeah.
Kelly removed the barrel.
Yeah, we did.
So when you make a deception check when you say we didn't.
Well, I actually thought we didn't. I never.
Yes, but
I don't
Kelly
remember
is
seeing
saying we didn't, and Kelly did.
Yeah.
So he calms down. He looks like he's about to freak out, but then he's like, "Oh,
But
good,
what
excellent."
would happen to everything if it did?
in, several minutes, temperature of drill will rise. Could be flying metal everywhere. Great damage. No easy repair.
Downstairs or up here?
Gestures to the platform. Down that way. Down in mine.
I see. I turn to everyone and it's like, so,
Nice
what's
drill.
next?
Would be ashamed if anything happened to it.
It would be a shame if something happened to it.
I'm just gonna say we don't have any quarrel with you. You don't get in our way. Won't be any trouble.
Do you have
Telephone to hell.
fresh food?
Nothing fresh on us.
Yeah. So the two of them move to go sit down and dangle their legs over the platform area and just continue a conversation quietly and infernal.
I'm gonna go up to this door.
Okay.
Check it for fucking traps.
I don't know. Is there a check for trap skill here?
Yes, there is. Investigation or perception, depending on how you want to go
Investigation,
about it.
I can do.
Very well. Please do.
Fuck.
No traps.
It's all clear. Open up. Just.
You touch the door, and you disappear. Everyone just watches, and Daka is there one moment and is gone the next. Make a charisma save.
23.
After a few moments, you reappear in the same location.
Do I remember where it was?
For you touch the door, and then suddenly you are no longer touching the door.
It's locked.
You disappeared.
No, I didn't.
One of the creatures
you.
that's sitting there says, "That happens."
Okay. This is a hallway?
Yes, it is an archway.
I'll look down that way.
Yeah.
Just from here, because I got.
Kelly, as you go past these guys, the two of them are leafing through pamphlets, but you also see interspersed in there is more nudie posters.
I'm gonna actually inquire about them. Is this some sort of hell thing? Why is there so much porn in here?
There is not much to do here, friend. We like looking. Look at the shape of this succubus right here. Is it not master craftsman's work?
I'm more into, the incubus.
Oh, yeah, my mother was incubus. My brother, his mother, also incubus.
Oh, sorry. I'm more into the male variety rather than the female stuff.
Look, among the people of our forefathers, parts change. Look at this succubus. You think she always looked like this? Yeah, this is lifetime of flicks the page. Lifetime of knowing what people they want. Yes? Huh?
Uh-huh. I see.
You're looking for handsome men. I am available.
Maybe some other time when I'm not here investigating problems.
His brother starts laughing.
I mean, they're not attractive, right? They're just
charisma score is 16. They have a presence about them, but it is totally super fiendishly evil. Little horns. They're evil sexy, like something you'd see on Supernatural, I guess. Or
evil sexy.
Evil
They
sexy
shot
is a
the
thing,
cat.
man.
So.
No, Connor,
Okay.
there's no fangs. Calm down.
Then that's just one thing.
It's just the one fang that's super long.
It's like a baby tooth.
Yeah. I'm gonna go down here. Take a peek around the corner.
Let's stop there then. I feel like this is a good stopping point for the night.
Sure. Oh yeah, it's already 6 a.m.
Yeah, I know. This whole episode feels like it went by very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
What happens if you don't?
Each
play
of you
for 2
gets
weeks?
600 experience points.
600 hiccup points.
Well,
So that puts us on 30,000? No, 600. Sorry, my bad. So that puts us on 25,101.
Correct.
Okay,
We did it.
we did it. Arthur will accept payment in the next episode of 9,000 experience points. If you can.
if you want to do 9,000 experience points worth of adventuring, feel free. I'm not here to stop you.
Did we get?
I mean, we're about to blow up an entire mine's worth of fiendish creatures, so you know.
I was about to ask if the mine killing everyone below us counted.
Yes, when they die, you will get experience points
Ooh.
for if you have caused their deaths. Are you dabbing right now? Are you mini
yeah.
dabbing? I don't know what you're doing.
This is T-Rex dabbing because I don't have long arms.
Oh,
I take
that's true. I know what
I
that
take
is.
no responsibility for anything Dave is doing.
That's the Polish dab.
No,
Also
the Polish dab is literally closing your eyes and drinking from the fountain of vodka. So shout outs, yeah, cool. Hi, I'm Dave. Thanks for
Speaking of
watching.
drinking from the shoutouts from the fountain of vodka, Dave.
Sweet. Thank you for introing me. Thank you for playing. Thank you for watching. Arthur, thank you for running. Go follow my shit on @Kinky Fridays and @Henley with the last season 3 on Twitter, and go play Outer's Blood Prologue on Newgrounds and itch.io. Soon to be available on Steam for free. Yeah, damn me. Let's go to my spicy boy compadre number 1, the Spootnik.
Hi, I'm Spootnik. I'm here on Wednesdays and
Mondays.
Mondays, but not live on Mondays. But
Oh, it's not a live show?
No.
no.
I'm recording it and I'm putting the episodes up when I have a vacation or when everyone's sick.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
I might
But,
have to. I'm
yeah.
either gonna have to edit the fuck out of the video, or I'm gonna have to accept that it's way too much editing work.
It's good to be back.
Either way, I'm 100% editing the part where Pondo goes, "Come at me, everybody," and then the part at the end of the episode where he goes, "I didn't say anything like come
I
at me."
didn't say come at me.
That was when everyone came at him.
That would be
Yes.
a very Pondo thing to do.
Yes, it would.
You should cut the come at me from the main, and then like I didn't say come at me, and then do a time wipe like an
Come
hour.
at me, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah, see you next week.
Who you gonna pass it along to?
Over to Atomic.
Yes, I'm Atomic. I occasionally stream games on the internet. It's been good to be back because it's when you spend all your time sick and not able to sleep, it helps having escapism. It's a great thing. I'm here on Wednesdays with the other members of Team Spicy Boys, and then I'm here on Saturdays for Dark Inquisition, and then on Sundays you can catch me on Pondo's channel for some Gestalt 5e shenanigans, where we're fighting all sorts of evil things that want to drain our life points or whatever. That's pretty much me. I don't really do a whole lot. Just been trying to keep it together with the sickness. So, but speaking of somebody who's dropping some sickness, over to my boy Drumurboy, them sick beats.
Yeah, sick beats. Hopefully, I'll have something more interesting to say next week. But this week is just all a bunch of nothing, basically. Oh, I did release a new Court of Swords tune, but I'm waiting on art for that. I'll probably be waiting like 2 weeks because a lot of this art stuff I can't do myself. I'm a musician. I'm not an artsy person visually. So I have to wait on that before it goes up to Bandcamp and Spotify and Apple Music and those places. Thanks for watching. Be here Wednesday. I think we'll be playing the new Black Oak Club update on Estani's channel on Friday. So if you want to check out we're going into like the third act of their live theater horror game, which is interesting. So a bunch of weird shit's happening now. Finally getting to the bottom of what's happening in Red Acre. But yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe to Twitch Prime. Over to AP.
And evil be sexy. Question to think about for the week. Have a good night, everyone. Have a good night.
Good night.
Bye.